Good evening. All my life throughout my contracting career, I always heard Goldman Sachs, however you say it. Once you got up there, they were the best of the best, the cream of the cream. Once you got there, it's kind of like graduating from MIT. You had it made. Best salary, best perks, best everything. Imagine my surprise tonight. But let's do that in a minute. Let's get rid of the housekeeping first. My Senate campaign website is vbsenate.com. I can guarantee you Goldman Sachs, before I produce this video or after, would not have donated any money to my campaign. And I'll show you why in a minute. As Paul Harvey would say, that's the rest of the story. Email address is vbeers@gmail.com. My website is guestworkervisas.com. You can find a lot of information, interesting information out there. There's my text number, 325-215-1886. You can text me. Don't call me. I won't answer. I get too many damn crank calls. Now, as Paul Harvey would say, let's look at the rest of the story. Like I say, I've always been told that Goldman Sachs, once you got there, man, they were the best of the best, best perks, best pay, best working environment, everything. So for some reason, they showed up on my radar a while ago. So I wanted to look at them. You'll see pay of 40, $48 an hour, $50 an hour. And that's not bad pay. Don't get me wrong. Not bad at all. 61, 62, $72 an hour. Then we get down here and we see an analyst position in Dallas, Texas, where Frisco and Prosper and all them are at. And we see it pays $42,000 a year, which is cheap, man, cheap. Especially what I would consider chicken shit pay. Excuse my language. But get this, they want 50 workers. That caught my attention. So let's go back up and look at the workers and the pay again. If you look at their pay, analysts, $42,000. $54,000. First page don't even go higher than $60,000. But what really got me, look at these number of workers. You're wondering why you can't find a good paying job in Dallas, Texas? Just look at Goldman Sachs. By God, you reckon Secretary Lori Chavis DeRimbers, or whatever her name is going to let them import those whole 100 workers for cheap wages? Undercut, that's got to be less than the prevailing wage. If it's not, they're sneaking around it somehow, I guarantee you. But 100 workers at $42,000 a year as analysts. Guarantee you. It's pretty cheap, man. Pretty cheap. Some of them say Goldman Sachs and Company LLC. Some of them say Goldman Sachs Bank. Don't matter. Whatever it is, they still paying chicken feed. Got 58 pages there you could go through if you want to. Let's go to the highest ones. A couple of them, 400,000. They're in pink now because, or red, whatever you want to call that, because they're duplicates. For some reason, The Department of Labor is allowing duplicates to be put in their spreadsheets. They're not. Somebody's not paying attention somewhere. Not doing their due diligence. If they had old Virgil, the jobs guy, a grumpy old veteran, overlooking that project firewall, you'd see some changes. But they won't put somebody like me in there because I would make changes. Wouldn't accept a position without complete autonomy to do what the Operation Firewall says you're supposed to do. And I would make some changes. But look at this, 221,000 all the way up to 400,000. But they're only requesting one worker at them wages. If you go back down to the lowest wages and go down here to 42,000, they're looking for 100 workers. I bet you didn't know that. Only reason I'm bringing this up, you see a lot of these people out there say they filed 7,000 applications or something like that when they're talking about Amazon or Apple or whatever. And to that I say bullshit. How many workers did they request? You need to add the number of workers because there is a difference. But enough of that for tonight. I just wanted you to know how cheap the corporate executives at Goldman Sachs are. This is a new page I'm building. I'm going to add pretty soon the ability to show those corporate executives on this page. I'm not there yet. Got a lot of things I'm trying to juggle. I'm trying to figure out how to win this Senate seat so I can get into Washington, D.C. and ask the questions like this. Hell, if I get that, maybe I can afford to get my teeth fixed. For those wondering, 30 years traveling around the country drinking 10, 12, 15 Diet Cokes a day, the ones with the silver labels, working ungodly hours every day, pretty well 6, 7 days a week. Took its toll on me, boys, and there's no money to fix it. That's okay. I'll suffer through it until I get to the point where I can fix it. Or I kick the bucket, one of the two. That's not as important as this type of stuff is. You have a family to feed, a family to provide for. And you're not getting the jobs you need. And nobody in the Senate or Congress or White House is asking about you, why you can't get those jobs. Hell, Obama, as bad as he was, at least when Jennifer Weddell, I think is how you see her name, chimed in and said, hey, what about my husband? Don't he count? He at least did something. Show me Trump doing that. I like Trump. I voted for him. I'll vote for him again. No, I won't. I think he needs to adhere to the law. But I can tell you this much. I want to see him put Americans first in America. He coined the term MAGA, Make America Great Again. America consists of Americans, not just businesses. President Trump, you don't get that. You need to understand that. You need to work, take some classes or something, whatever it takes. Because there's people out there who need your help. These corporations like Goldman Sachs and Apple and TSMC and Hyundai and all these guys, they're playing you for a sucker, man. It's time to play them. Call them on the carpet. Hit them in the pocketbook. Do whatever it takes to put Americans back together and back to work so they can provide for their families. No matter what level they're at. It doesn't matter if they're a trucker or a computer programmer or a project manager. It don't matter. Take care of America. Thank you. Good day.